and welcome back to Alyena's kitchen, where today we are going to be making homemade blueberry scones with a lemon glaze. This recipe is perfect for Easter, which is right around the corner, or just with a cup of coffee in the morning. So let's get started. Also, make sure you watch until the end of the video because I'm going to be doing a helpful hint on how to prep your blueberries for this recipe.
Whisk together 4 eggs, a half a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, the zest of 1 lemon or 2 teaspoons, and 1 cup of almond or regular milk. In a separate mixing bowl, add 4 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and mix it until it is combined. It's now time to add the cold pieces of butter into your flour mixture. Get your hands in there and rub the butter against the flour and continue doing this until you have a breadcrumb consistency. Next, pour in your wet ingredients and mix until just combined, being careful to not overmix the dough. Now add 2 cups of blueberries. Be sure to mix them very gently so you don't crush any. Place the dough in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to recool the butter.
Here we have our chilled scone batter, and I'm going to just lightly flour a breadboard to make sure it doesn't stick. And it's been chilling for a while, so it's a little bit hard to get out. Alright, so the next thing you're going to want to do is shape it into a nice round circle. You don't want it too thin or too thick. So when you're mixing the butter into this recipe, make sure it is still really cold and cut up into small pieces. This is what makes the scones so light and fluffy. Alright, so once your dough is in a nice round circle, if you would like, you can use cookie cutters to cut out the pieces, but I just use a knife and go for the traditional shape. This recipe will actually make 16 scones, so right now I'm actually just using half the batter to cut it out evenly. Also, it's important that you chill your dough before you cut it. If not, it will be very gooey and stick to the knife. And now we have our perfect little triangles. So next thing I'm going to do is take my baking sheet, which I have lined with parchment paper. Also, if you have your parchment paper that's always trying to fly away, I like to put a little butter or oil in all 4 corners, and it just helps the parchment paper stick down. So the next thing I'm going to do is lightly butter my scones, and then I also like to add a little pinch of cane sugar on top. So once I have all of these topped, I'm going to put it in the oven at 400 degrees and bake it for 18 to 20 minutes. 3, 2, 1. And there's the buzzer, and I gotta try on my new mitts. Alright, here are our beautiful scones, and I'm gonna let them cool for a few minutes before I glaze them. But boy, aren't they pretty.
Now it's time to make the glaze. You're going to start with 3 cups of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of milk, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you're going to mix it until it is nice and smooth. Add a little lemon zest, and then mix until smooth.
Alright, here we have our lemon glaze, and you can put as much as you'd like on. I just like a light little drizzle. It's not really a light drizzle, but Who really wants a light drizzle? We all want the powdered sugar lemon drizzle. Now, my favorite part, getting to try it. Ooh. Mmm. Delicious. Alright, so the helpful hint of this video is when you're putting blueberries or any fruit in, if it's fresh, make sure you roll them lightly in flour before. It helps them from bleeding in the scones. Or if you're using frozen berries, make sure you're using them when they're still really cold. Don't let them thaw. Also, if you're looking for the full recipe of this video, it should be listed down below, or you can go to my website and see all of my recipes. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you try it out and enjoy.